Hi, welcome to Emotional Mastery, where we are here to learn how to transform difficult human experiences into your greatest potential. Right, in this episode, I am going to talk to you about Heal the Healer because I just came back from Italy and we had the most profound experience of learning about emotional transformation and everything that we have to know about the subconscious mind. So, I was with Dr. Darren Weissman. He's the founder of the Lifeline Technique, and he has been in this field for the last 30 plus years, right? And he's a holistic chiropractor and went into a huge discovery, a huge eureka moment where he discovered the Lifeline Technique, and he has been sharing this around the world and personally have saved my life because I grew up with a skin autoimmune condition that was really drastic and I did not know where to go to heal. Right? I tried it all, the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, and all of the gimmicks. And if you ask me, I've probably done about more than 50 different therapies. None of them actually gave me a permanent result. Then it was through this journey of trying things one by one, and it's about 15 years of really trying to heal myself, from visiting shamans to naturopaths to conventional medicine, from Western modalities to Eastern modalities. I tried it all, and you name any modalities, I probably have tried it, right? So despite all of those efforts of trying to heal, I wasn't able to heal, and this is where I found Dr. Darren Weissman. We really talk about the subconscious mind's role in actually healing our body, not just our body, but also the relationships in our lives. I also healed like the way I relate with money, the way I relate with my business. So I've been working with him for the last 5 years, not just as a client, but also as a student. And personally, I myself is a Lifeline Technique practitioner, and I guide many people as well going through the same transformation as I did. And the thing is, I've done hundreds and hundreds of sessions with Dr. Darren, and also I have been giving hundreds and hundreds of sessions to people. But this trip to Milan, to Italy, when we did Heal the Healer program, something profound has changed me on the inside, even deeper than what I already knew. So this goes to say that our subconscious mind is so deep, so dark, and often misunderstood. And when we are able to understand it a little bit better and we gain insights from it, your subconscious mind is actually your most powerful ally when it comes to achieving or manifesting the life that you desire. So without further ado, before we go into the interview with Dr. Darren that we did in Milan, I invite you to press subscribe and like and share this video to those who are actually needing to hear this message that you can achieve the life that you want, especially by shifting the way you relate with your emotions. Now enjoy this interview with Dr. Darren. So I'm here with Dr. Darren Weissman, and we are here in Italy, in Milan. We went to Castello di Pavone to experience a retreat with one another.
Heal the healer.
Heal the Healer, right? And we're going to talk about this in this video, about the subconscious mind, emotions, healing, what it means to tap into our higher self. And we're going to share a little bit about experiences here with Heal the Healer. And I thought it would be a really, really great time to unpack, integrate, while the experience is still fresh in our head.
Yeah, we're on the back end of it all, and what a cool thing to share it with you. So it's been an amazing week.
Yeah, it's been an amazing week. I think this one is, will be kept in my memory forever, right? And there's so much transformational experiences that I've experienced, and I'm sure it is for you as well.
Big time, big time. Yeah, I feel so blessed to be able to hold space for a group of amazing people that came from all around the world to both heal and be healed with each other, and to connect with some real sacred sites, and to spend time really getting to understand, what to say, life, how to be still, how to be present, how to embrace joy, how to experience the fullest potential that lives within us, and which oftentimes in our busy lives we forget. So as we are in Milan right now, my dear brother, this is definitely a cool time to share this.
Yeah, 100%. So before we go into the real, deep dive of the experience that we have here, I always feel that every time we start anything, it's the trip usually happens before the trip, right? And I remember you conceive a vision in the last retreat that I was with you in Red Boiling Springs in Tennessee, where you go like, oh my God, it'd be so cool to do Heal the Healer in Italy or something.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to understand a little bit about how how did that vision come for you?
Like a lightning bolt. It was just an inspiration of desiring to share more, of not only learning the Lifeline technique, but rather than the steps by steps, because that can happen, but more of through an experience. That was what I was looking for in my own mind. And then we were at a personal, professional, family life mastery course,
Here we are.
and I was envisioning what my best life would look like professionally.
So basically, in here in Milan, you just basically imagine it into reality,
I
and you're
imagined it
experiencing
into
it.
reality, and here we are experiencing what once was just a wild. Well, what if? And the what if became a reality.
Yeah, I'll say so for myself as well, because I was there in Red Boiling Springs the last time, and I wrote down my
Yeah.
vision. And was it 2 years ago or last year? It's 1 year ago. It was just 1 year ago, and I had the most profound 1 year of my life ever since. And here I am experiencing this with you. So I signed up for the retreat at Red Boiling Springs
Before it ever
before it
existed.
ever existed.
I'm going.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, sign me up. I'm there, and here I am. I think that's so profound because I was present with the PPF and the experience of the vision, and the rest is just saying yes one step at a time.
Yeah, well, it's one thing to be aware and be connected and attuned with oneself, and to know when those feelings hit that resonate with your highest self. And then it's another thing to take action with it.
Say more.
Well, you're a reflection of it. Not a lot of people oftentimes get inspired by something really beautiful. They have a desire, a dream, and it feels good for a moment, but without action steps, it was just a dream. It was just something that felt good in the moment rather than something that anyone can create anything in our world. We have the ability to really live our best lives. Doesn't mean that the tough stuff doesn't happen. We both had amazing years, yet at the same times,
yeah, it's
there's tough stuff that happens in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a moment of definite inspiration and awareness that I acted upon and put into motion. And you listened, and in that moment, you made a commitment, not even knowing if we would actually ever materialize it. But here we are in the bookend in Milan after an extraordinary 7 days.
Yeah, exactly. And thinking about this, I was just impressed by the different actions people have taken to create this experience with Kay and Franco, with the logistics and bringing people in. And I think we started off the retreat with an intention, with the agreements of like how are we actually showing up and taking action steps in this space. And I had a conversation with a couple of people, and almost all of them couldn't make it initially, but they put down whatever resistance, conditioning, whatever problems, which we in the Lifeline we call it portals, which I want to dive in a little bit.
Yeah.
They move through it and move out of the way and say, okay, I'm committed to coming here. And I think this experience wouldn't be the way it is without all of us saying yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Life's going to happen. The twists, the turns, all of a sudden the brakes being pressed, different aspects of life that we would never choose and that could definitely derail something. Yet it is. It really took a lot of courage for everyone to travel from some near. We had people from Germany come on in, and then we had people from Israel come on in, and Kuala Lumpur, and throughout the United States. And it's, yeah, it really took a lot to make that happen. It did. And for people to listen to that.
Yeah, 100%. So let's dive into the week and a little summary. I love that we started discussing and having a conversation about the portal. And what really stood out for me, I mean, we had a mic drop,
We had a mic drop.
a wormhole of infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are people over here wondering like what the portal is. Should we have a short conversation around like what that is?
Yeah, I think it would be really valuable for everybody to have this conversation in the world. Everybody needs to understand what a portal is. Because when you understand what a portal is, it is a beginning step that will allow for change to occur. And it's not just a change, because we can, like, I love playing chess. And you can move chess pieces, but the more you move chess pieces and you change the board, the more complicated it gets. It's very similar to life. The more we make particular changes from a certain perspective, life becomes more complicated. Yet from a portal, it becomes more elegant. Life becomes more flowing. We enter the zone of our highest self. And so, yeah, Steve said a portal is a wormhole into infinite possibilities. But that really didn't answer really what it is. But it expressed its fullest
Potential.
potential of transformation, of evolutionary transformation. Yet, as we dove in deeper, we got to other answers. Do you want to talk about some of the other answers that people were saying?
To be honest, I only remember my own answer.
Yeah.
And my answer is really about, because we go through forgetfulness
Yeah.
throughout the day, we're programmed to forget. And the portal is the exact feedback we need to remember. And one of the things that I've seen in many works of people saying they're creating transformation in the world, doing transformational work, emotional healing, and so on and so forth, many don't embrace the concept of the portal. And this is why things are not working, right? We can just do positive thinking our way out of things, affirmations, journal, and we can do all of it. But if we don't bridge the connection, to me, it's a connection, it's a bridge, right, to the subconscious mind. If we don't do that, then the subconscious mind is not on board. If we can say things and do things with our best interests, as say could say I'm committed to something, but if your subconscious mind is like, hey, I'm not buying it,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter what you do, because
Yeah.
90% of the time the subconscious mind is just deciding for you.
And yet, and let's I mean, we speak fluent Lifeline, you and me. And so being aware that potentially some of the things you just said might be jargon for a lot of people that might be new to this conversation.
Yeah.
Just to keep it down to earth as far as like, what the heck is a portal? A portal is pain,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
A portal is any kind of pain. So I might have had a thought of anxiety that made me feel tight in my chest, or butterflies in my stomach, or any aspect of where I'm feeling stressed is a portal. And the reality of life is that everybody has pain on some level or another. Everyone's healing from something, and everyone has stress. Stress is a part of life. Stress can be bad stress, or stress can be good stress. It's called distress or eustress, right? And when we look at life as a portal, we're able to recognize that pain has purpose. We're able to recognize that there is a wormhole into infinite possibilities. And a lot of times that can really be bogus, in the sense like, wait a second, I was just diagnosed with the disease. I just had a loss in my family. Life just took a right angle turn, and I'm in a place that I've never been to before, and I'm scared. And with any aspect of life, finances and job and intimacy and relationship and why am I here and all of these different things. Yet if we could just be open to going, well, what if this was a portal? What if this was a doorway that I could open and step on in and discover something that I would otherwise never discover unless I went through what it was. I didn't design it, but caterpillars die to become butterflies. Leaves fall off of trees and they look like they're dead before they birth and bud new leaves in springtime. There's a letting go and there's a renewal of everything in life. And so the portal is a pain, just to be succinct within that. And then in that, we start to remember what we keep forgetting.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember writing down in my notebook at the time, in Buddhism, the first noble truth is that life is suffering and life is pain. Life is all these experiences. And I think the experience of that I'm just tying that, what I learned in Lifeline and,
Yeah.
in the religion that's been sharing and the teachings of it is to really understand that we really live in some form of like an experience, and most often than not we get caught up by the experience, and it's as if like watching a movie and we're in the movie.
Yeah.
And what's really beautiful is, the Lifeline technology that I've experienced is that, okay, it's a perception.
We can watch it.
We can watch it.
We can watch a movie, and actually, then you can start to produce it and direct it, and change characters, and realize, wait, this is a part of me, and this might be a deeper aspect of the dive, but and these days people are more aware of that there are parts of us, and there are multiple parts of everyone, and each of us has the ability to not only identify when we're in these reactive states, but then call on our highest self and plant seeds within these portals that begin to grow, such as in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee, where I just had an inspiration. And the inspiration came from, you know what, this way of sharing Lifeline is really cool, but you know what, it only went so far. And so there's an aspect of any level of pain leads to a deeper level of purpose.
Yeah, that's beautiful said.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. Yeah, 100%. Which brings me to the next thing that we do the next day. We before we go to Dominar, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. You shared the paradoxical path of healing, but let's just back it up a little bit. Like for those who have been thought that healing means you need something outside of you to do something to you, and then you get better, right? Or you remove some aspects of yourself to get better. What do you think healing is? Out of the many 30 years, 40, how many years have you been on this path? 30, 40 years?
I've been in practice for 33 years.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
What is healing?
But, well, the definition is to heal, it means to be whole.
Yep.
To heal means to be whole, yet I don't always feel whole. I don't always think that I'm not always thinking wholesome thoughts. Sometimes I feel really broken and bad and in pain and sad. And so healing is a state of acceptance and letting go in the present moment. To be able to radically accept in the present moment and radically let go in the present moment. And that is oftentimes way easier said than done.
100%. And you said something about Wayne Dyer's story. And he's like, hey, just let go, right?
Yeah.
And you told me how difficult it is. And then you go like, but Wayne, how?
Yeah.
How?
How?
And
I don't want to just know, like, yeah, be grateful and everything will be okay. Like, yeah, how do I be grateful in the situation where my heart is in so much pain, where I'm feeling such in just depth of loss and shock, actually, about certain circumstances of life? How do I be grateful for this? How do I accept this? How do I forgive this? That really frustrated me to just be said, just do this. How do you do it? How do you do it? That's the inspiration of Lifeline.
and that's the inspiration of the paradoxical path of the healing, right? And
Yeah.
what I've learned from it is that it's so beautifully laid out. There's a map to it. There's a process to it. And what I love about the Lifeline as well is that the subconscious mind is not just this random thing. There's a system to it.
It's
There's a
an
map to it.
intelligence.
It's intelligence.
Yeah, look at stars on a really dark night one night, and you will see the byproduct of the subconscious mind showing up. There's patterns. There are predictable paths that go on within the subconscious mind through thought, through feelings, through behaviors, through neurology, through psychology, through spirituality that guide us on either a paradoxical path, which is the long way home. And right now in our world, we're on the long way home. And there is a path. I mean, Wayne was right. And there's a path about, how does one come back to the present moment in the most efficient, effective way, compassionate, loving, curious way. How does one do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you showed us, a path where we begin by detoxing the mind, then we regenerate the mind,
Yeah.
and then we develop a thriving mind. And I think that in summary, would you say that that's the path of healing?
Yeah. Yeah, well, most people focus in our world, and it makes sense. I do too. As a holistically trained chiropractor and acupuncturist and kinesiologist, we focus on our body. And so we detoxify our liver, we detoxify our lymph, we detoxify our intestines. Yet our body, your body, everyone's body is a reflection of their minds. And so in the Lifeline Technique, we are subconscious mind specialists. We truly are. And so the path of healing is not a straight line. It's unique to every individual based upon where we're beginning. And the first place is to be able to really be present and really tune in and be aware of what the portal is and activate it, and ultimately what I like to say is to begin to drive versus being driven by our subconscious mind. And in that, when we start to drive the subconscious mind, the mind will begin to let go of old patterns of doubt and regret and the woulda, coulda, and shouldas and the anxieties and the angers and the frustrations and the depressions that we have. It will start to let go of them. For some people, that feels really light and really wonderful. It's literally like having loose bowels. I mean, it's truly, but it's of the mind. And for some people, that part of the process is that can be vulnerable, because if you're looking at that as the problem versus the portal, then once again, that will take somebody back into their same old story. And so when we create a practice versus like, oh, I take this, it goes away. We live in a world of problems. So I take something, I make it go away, I fix it, I fight it, and then it's done. No, it's not done. No fight ever finishes. You get me, I get you, you get me, I get you, and it goes on for generations. Look at our world right now. We all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, the essence of it is that at what point will I, as a human being, become present to my life as I'm journeying throughout the different chapters. Here I am at 57. As I'm journeying throughout the chapters, at one point do I get present and I start to detoxify the beliefs and the memories that live within my heart, affecting my body, affecting my life, so that my mind can start to regenerate. And when it regenerates, inside of everything and inside of everyone is a light. Inside of everyone is a love. It just got to dig deeper for it. But at some point, the detoxification turns into regeneration.
100%, 100%. And I really see this as a way of living that is more than just
A
something that we
practice.
do in a practice,
Yeah.
right? It's a practice. But I also want to talk about real pivotal inflection points in life,
Okay.
right? That we sometimes need those experiences to kickstart the practice. Let's just say that for an example. And for me, experiencing Lifeline in Damanur is an inflection point, right? And for those of you who don't know the Damanur, they're basically a community based in here near Italy, and they're all around the world, by the way. But they have built sacred temples, and the founder, his name is Falco.
Falco.
Falco have channeled in really beautiful things.
It's really impossible
It's
to
it's
describe.
it's it's like universal laws being applied on earth, applied on business, applied on human relationships in community. And I think many spiritual people will eventually find out about Damanur. And to be honest, when I was there before coming, I had no idea who they were.
Me neither.
I had no idea who they were. So I just went in with open hearted and being really curious about what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think it was the visit to the temples that really opened up something for me. Almost like a remembrance of
This is
something
not
that I
a
already
regular.
knew.
This is not a regular.
This is
Temple.
not a regular temple, and it's insane how they built it. And it's like the temple's in the mountain, by the way, and they did it by hand, right? They did it by hand.
Yeah, they did it by hand, and they created something out of someone's vision and imagination, and they materialized it like we're here at Heal the Healer. And it's impossible to explain. However, it was. I've been all around the world. I'm so grateful. I've never ever witnessed anything in my life like Damanor.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
Ever.
yeah. It feels like the eighth wonder of the world.
Whoa.
I think they called it that in your Instagram. If you guys are interested, I'll just put their tag, the Instagram tag on in the description below,
Yeah.
and then you can check it out. And it may eventually pay a visit. I think it's something not to be spoken about, but more on something that you gotta experience it for
Yeah.
yourself. But I do want to talk about an inflection point when we were in the Hall of Mirrors and the Mother Tree.
Yeah.
Right, that day was a huge shift for me
In what way?
in the way where I used to I well, this entire year, for the past 1 year, I have this identity crisis. Not that I don't know who I am, it's more like I know who I am, but I struggle to find my place in the world,
Mm.
right? Because the world is so confusing and complex, and people who have usually spiritual awakening, and those of you who listening to it might resonate with this, it's like you know where to belong, right? And then rather than questioning the world, and we started questioning ourselves, like, what's wrong with me? Because we want to fit in, we want to belong, we want to feel love. Then your loved ones don't understand you. Then your family members, your clients that's super close to you don't really know what you're going through because they don't have that experience. So I'm sure many healers, that's why heal the healers, right? They need to be healed. They need to come back to the wholeness that they actually belong to everyone, everywhere, at any time. And this earth is such a beautiful home for us. But in that point of separation, just like in the Hall of Mirrors, you see multiple versions of yourself, right? We did the multiple personality portal.
It was a portal of unifying our highest self.
And one thing that I've learned, and the revelation for me, is that sometimes we are so obsessed about thinking what to do, what's the best strategy, how do I solve this. We can go into our thinking mind and figure out the best answers, but if we are not coming from a place of a unified whole, from a higher self where all parts of ourselves are unified and connected, um, our answers or whatever solutions that we come up with will continue to loop us back to the reactive loop,
Yeah.
and keeps us stuck in where we are at.
Yeah.
And I remember before coming to Italy, we were running sessions. I've been doing sessions with Dr. Darren one on one, and he has a beautiful program that I've partake in the last 2 years. The mastery program, life
You've
mastery.
mastered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the life mastery program. And the craziest thing is that there was one time that I say, okay, maybe because I was in an inflection point and go like, hey, let's rewrite a new PPF. Let's rewrite a new vision, and then this will solve everything. And we did a portal, and we gone through a process and go like, maybe that's not it. That's not it. So I was actually really frustrated the last couple of months because I was like, I want to get it right. I want to get life right. I want to get business right. I want to get relationships right. But the more I try to get it right, it just doesn't click in. And I get it. For those of you who are listening to this, perhaps it's like life is really not about getting it right. So my revelation in the Hall of Mirrors was that, oh my God, I've been living from a deep separation between me and myself and the different parts of myself, and we're all just fighting one another, and this is why I couldn't decide on anything. And it wasn't until then that we did that portal of coming back home to our unified self. I just felt this momentarily moment of peace, of understanding that, wait a minute, dive is happening on its own. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna succeed. So either you're gonna succeed with kicking and screaming, throwing tantrum, or you're gonna succeed with deep inner peace. And deep inner peace could just be a choice, a moment of like, hey, I'm just gonna choose this right now and let go of everything. And what I found is, leaving that space with profound peace and really understanding that, well, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. You might as well join it for a ride to enjoy every single moment of the portal, of whatever you perceive is the problem or the pain or the fear and the stress, and really just really experience the human experience. I wonder what's like for you, hosting that space, going through a deep co-creation with spirit. I know that you were in the zone and you were really listening
In the Hall of
and really
Mirrors?
present. No, just the whole day
Well, I want to
from
go
the
back. I want to
tree.
go back to what you said. I mean, I really appreciate, like, well, what if I just chose to be peaceful? What if I just chose to be confident and calm and fully accepting of life and everything that happens? And that sounds groovy, yet the reality of life is that we're here to live life, not to control life. Not to say, well, life isn't, this is not life, because this is what's happening and this is the way I want it to happen. Life is itself the experience and what it means to practice being alive. And here's what we do have a choice with.
And here's for those listening to this, like, what do you mean, just choose?
Well, what's what I'm saying is the choice that we have is you can choose to stay hydrated. You can choose to eat a certain kind of food, or you can choose to exercise. You can choose to get good rest. You can choose to express yourself or not express yourself in a particular moment. Those are the things that we have choices over. When the body shows up with a particular symptom, or dis-ease or dysfunction or pain or fear, stress, aka the portal, it shows up. And there's an order to that, even though we might not recognize that order. And so even when things are negative, even though they might be painful aspects of life, and we're not able to see the positive component of it, it exists somewhere. And the relevance of this is that in the Lifeline process, for those that might be new to this, is there's an aspect of ourself that's called the subconscious mind, and that even though the positive might not be conscious in a particular moment, the positive lives in the subconscious.
Ha.
So even though it might not be visible, it's in the invisible of the subconscious. Even though it might not be manifest in the moment right now, it's in the unmanifest aspects of the
Oh,
subconscious
that's
mind.
so true, yeah.
Right? So, in that, because otherwise I feel like, man, what am I doing wrong? Because I just choose it. I don't buy into that. I find that once we harmonize our subconscious mind, which is what that's the technology that it's all about, then apply it towards what you do have control over. And you've got control over what you eat, what you don't eat. Even though, like, oh, I got all these allergies, I got all these sensitivities. Okay, that's where we're starting, right? I'd never choose that. That's the portal. And now let's go on in. And as we access this portal and as we use particular steps that are designed to activate the highest self, the healer within us, transformation automatically happens. Like, oh, I've got to make this go away. Like it's this horrible relationship that I'm in where I feel I'm rejected or I'm not accepted, or this behavior or this addiction. What ends up happening is you don't have to make these go away. They start to go away from
own.
you. They
Yeah.
start to go away from you. The addiction starts to leave you. The behavior starts to leave you. You start to notice what you're noticing differently. Change the way you view it. The things that you view change. It starts to happen, and the portal that the Lifeline allows us to walk through, that wormhole into infinite potential, that is something that is real if you choose to begin by even looking at it as a portal. And then we can go into the nitty-gritty of that. And what's that like for me? Well, it's a practice for me because I'm human. As a dad in a relationship with my mom and my brothers and with my friends, and as a teacher and as a leader of helping people to know things that I've been blessed and gifted to know, and I'm grateful to share. What's it like for me? I feel very humbled. I feel committed to share love as best as I can with anyone who's desiring to change the pain into a portal of their next greatest version. That is beautiful for me. That's exciting. That's on purpose. That gives me a full body yes. Uh, let's do this thing called life.
That's well summed up. And, I think this is what I'm taking home for me in this retreat is this thing that you don't let go. Things let go of you.
Yeah,
That's it. Right? That's it for me.
it.
It's like that's like wow.
We live in a
And
world of fix it, fix it. It's a problem. Fight it. You're a failure. You messed up because you didn't do this. You didn't do that. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? No, that's the portal, and that's the gift in strange wrapping paper.
yeah.
That's what's attempting to wake you up to something that's inside of you, inside of me, inside of all of us as human beings. In this moment right now, there's a portal that when we as an individual are open to looking at this, the world begins to change step by step. It's not about fixing the world either. We're going through things on purpose, and that is really hard to digest because there's so much with the earth and with people and religions and races and nationalities. It's crazy making, and yet that's the starting point.
Absolutely. So, for those of you listening to this, I'm sure it stirs up interest, desire, curiosity, and there's so many ways to go about this. And I would really definitely love, for this opportunity for you to share, like, what's next for you and where can people begin your journey?
What's next for me is I have a big dream that I'm doing that's very unique for people, called Lifeline Founders Inner Circle, and that is that's my big dream. That is a legacy type of thing as far as empowering people that are really serious about being present in life, in the practice of life. And there's an application for that for those that are interested, and it's a unique journey. We've got people that have been studying with me for the past 20 plus years, and there are people that have just learned about it and that are part of it already. But that's a unique opportunity. The other is what I would call low hanging fruit. And low hanging fruit is just an easy way to learn and explore your curiosity of Lifeline is through the weekly online healing circle. And that is a program that anyone can do anywhere in the world. We do it every week, 6 p.m. Chicago, every Tuesday. And if you can't be on live, you can listen to the replay and you'll think it's live. That's the beautiful thing about it. It will still make a huge shift in your health. And that's for free. You can do that 2 weeks for free. Just go to my website, thelifelinecenter.com, thelifelinecenter.com, and you can sign up for that, and that will be an incredible thing.
Yep, and I'll definitely put down all the links in the description below. And for you guys who are interested in this, you can go there and find your ways in there. The website is renewed. As far as I mean, it's not that new, but I love the renewed version because the time when I started, it was the old one,
Yeah.
right? And it's easy to navigate, and definitely all the materials and the courses and the things are out there. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I really want to give the audience a little bit of a preface of, like, the Lifeline Founders Inner Circle. What can people expect out of it, being in it?
Real confidence and peace and knowing and community and vision. Learning the Lifeline on a level that I've never been able to teach people. This level, a year-long process of diving in with me, mentoring 20 people, in-person program, sanctuary, where we really get to connect on a deeper level, community from all around the world, and a vision of your own best life, because you'll be coached by me as well as not only learning. Those that are really excited from a business perspective to help other people through consciousness, you'll learn how to utilize my coaching method. And you will be guided by some of the greatest thought leaders on the planet today, only for these 20 people. Greg Braden, Jack Canfield, Dawson Church, Dr. Bradley Nelson, Michelle Villalobos, Dr. Kristen Willenmeyer, Ken Honda. Truly amazing people will be supporting these unique 20 founders that will be a part of this first experience ever taught. It's definitely an exceptional program. So yeah, that'll be an inflection point in a massive way for everyone involved, including
Yeah,
me.
I agree. It's like you're gathering the Avengers, and it feels like a dream team coming together
Yeah.
to because this work is really not just about the personal growth aspects of it. I mean, that's great, right? But I think the bigger vision for me, this is why I'm in here as well, joining the Founders Inner Circle, is this dream that all of us are collectively dreaming, the world of inner peace. And to begin that, we got to go through the inner peace, right? Creating world peace through inner peace. And I think this is such a profound thing that, I've been doing the Lifeline for 5 years now.
Yeah.
We've been knowing each other for 5 years now. I think that's really beautiful.
Since COVID.
COVID, yeah. And I just feel like our friendship and our connection just goes deeper from here. And we get to do a lot of amazing things together.
Amazing things. And here we are in Milan, and what a great way to finish this up, my brother, and
100%.
and to connect with each and every one of you. So blessings to you, my brother Chiron, in love and gratitude, and to everybody listening. If you have any questions, reach out. We're happy to support you and guide you, and be wind beneath your wings in whatever direction that you're looking to head.
All right, guys, infinite love and gratitude. Until next time,
In love and gratitude.
we'll see you in these episodes.